Uh, yes, guys. Welcome to Football Circle, and I just want to talk about the game yesterday between Chelsea and Manchester City. The game has come and gone, and as we all know, Chelsea lost. But I must say there were some impressive stuff, during the game that Chelsea tried to do. It was very obvious that we tried to play to the new philosophy of the new coach, Enzo Maresca. But during the game, I noticed a lot of things, and I'm just going to talk about just five things. Five takeaways from the game yesterday. And the first one has to do with the fact that we played without a striker. Yes, I'm all for giving Jackson a chance, but I must say yesterday was not it at all. He was basically absent in that game. The chances that were created, I think he didn't do enough to justify his inclusion as a striker in that game. If you had a better striker, like Victor Osimhen, for example, you will agree with me. At least you should have scored one goal, if not even more, because there would have been a lot of pressure on the Man City defense, and they would not have the chances they did. Rather, they would not be that comfortable sometimes in trying to defend some of our attacks. Then, secondly, I also felt we did not utilize the right wing enough, because at the point you saw Palmer tries to go to the left and tries to drift infield. What the game probably needed would have been, a winger who hogs the line in the mode of Madueke. I think that would have been a very nice opportunity to play him in that game, which we didn't get to see. So I felt Maresca did not really try to use every opportunity to win that game, or at least get a point. Then the third thing is the fact that we did not seem to really invest very well. I was expecting to see a lot of, though at some point I saw Cucurella inverting, but it wasn't really. If you check the heat map of the game, you notice that they tend to be more like your traditional right backs and left back, like Cucurella did, and then the guy on the right, Guston. We did not really try to invert much more compared to what Lewis was doing for Man City. You could see that he was always causing a lot of problem by inverting to midfield. So I felt we did not really do that much, and it created a lot of challenges for us, because we did not apply a lot of pressures in some parts of the game, and sometimes the midfield didn't have the much support, as we noticed, inverting fullbacks could do when they try to come to the midfield and make it much more difficult for the opposing team to have a free, stroll through the midfield. Then the fourth thing I also noticed was the fact that we still have problems with cohesion in terms of the defenders. Though it's early days, I'm going to be a little bit relaxed, because this is the first time probably they're playing together. That's Cowell and Wesley Fofana in a competitive Premier League game. But I still felt that was a little, some problem in terms of communication, and that, led to the first goal. And also the The second goal also came from a mistake from Wesley Fofana when he was trying to you know push the ball infield, and then fell to Kovacic, who got the ball, and pressures were not really applied properly, and he scored that goal. And in as much as I would have loved to blame the keeper, but I felt you shouldn't have given him the chance to, drive at the defense and then try to make that effort, which led to the goal. That was the second goal, I mean. Then the fifth thing that really gave me concern was Enzo Maresca's changes. I felt the changes made us weaker, not stronger. If you check how the game panned out, the moment he removed Lavia, the midfield became a bit lax. So I would like going forward, these areas of the game, be looked into. The coach really has to, at least tweak the Chelsea lineup, and also the changes he makes in game to better address some challenges, and better game management that goes on during the game. Now, these are things I've noticed, and I would like to once again say I wasn't totally disappointed, even though we lost, but I felt there are things that could have been better to have given us a better chance of at least getting a point from the game. Going forward, I would like to see more of Lavia in the midfield. Yes, I think Enzo Fernandez was not really in that game. He should have made way, and Lavia should have stayed. But that is already, in the past now. So let's look forward to the game on Thursday against Servette. And if we can continue from where we stopped in the last game, make the effort we made, and of course there'll be goals. But it's obvious we need a striker. Very, very obvious. We do need a striker, and Victor Osimhen can come and do some wonders. Jackson, for now, cannot lead attack for Chelsea. He could be a support striker like Anelka was to Didier Drogba, but he's not that. He's not very aggressive in the box. He's not, he's a bit of a lightweight, which Chelsea as a club, has always had strikers who had presence in the box and who take their chances. So, yes, these are some of the things I observed in the game. You can also add yours in the comment section, and we look forward to the game on Thursday. And hopefully, Chelsea will make us smile this time around. So, until I see you next time, bye bye, ciao.